Hi, my name's Sue from Grey Gum Farm, and today we're going to make some fat cake. So this young man is our customer for the fat cake, and he's just spectacular. So we're getting ready to make the fat cake here, and you just use equal proportions of these four ingredients, which are chickpea flour, and I'm going to use 500 grams of each of these. Chickpea flour, rolled oats, honey, and some sort of hard dripping, lard, super fry, beef dripping, all of those would be okay. We start by putting the honey and the lard and melting those together. Okay, so put the lard in there as well. Put both of them in. Get the heat on. And just let those melt in together. Of course you want to keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't burn on the bottom. Give it a bit of a stir as it goes. Meanwhile, we'll get a bowl out and combine our dry ingredients, which are our rolled oats and our chickpea flour. Just realised my bowl's not big enough, so swap over to a bigger bowl. And then put the chickpea flour in. Sometimes it's called peas meal. Fortunately, this doesn't come in a nice convenient 500 gram bag, so I have to use a bag and a half of this one. Meanwhile, going over and making sure, just breaking up this lard so it combines with the honey a bit quicker, because we don't want that honey burning. Okay, so this is pretty much melted now, so I'll turn off that heat and I'll give the peas meal and the rolled oats a quick mix before I put the honey and lard mixture in. And then just pour it in the middle. And then mix it all up. Now this is not cooked at all. The lard just hardens, solidifies as it cools down. I like to line the tray with baking paper so that the cubes of the fat cake are easy to get out. So I'm just going to put some baking paper in the tray so that the mixture doesn't stick to it and it's easy to get out. It's pretty good. That'll do. Now I've put the mixture in. Mixture's well combined. Can't see any dry bits when I move it around. So we just press the mixture into the pan, and you want to cut it up into cubes before it solidifies gets too solid, so it gets quite hard to cut. This pan's not quite the right size for this amount of mixture. I'll just squish it up a bit. So the mixture's quite solid, so quite successfully just pushed into the size in the tray, within the tray that the amount of mixture needed. So I'm just going to, while it's still soft, cut my pieces so it's easy to break apart when after it's been refrigerated. And we do keep it in the fridge after it's been made, and it will last for months in the fridge. And just want little pieces. If the fat cake is in a position where the rain will get it, it can go mouldy, so you don't want, ideally we have them hung under the eaves so that the eaves give them some protection from the rain. Okay, looks good to me. So we'll just pop that into the fridge now, and I might come back in 10 minutes or so and just recut these lines before it hardens completely. Now the challenge, of course, will be finding somewhere to fit it in the fridge. Slide it in on top of these things here. Yeah, that looks good. I'll just set my alarm for 10 minutes so that I can come back and recut those lines. From the kitchen, we've just noticed here is a kangaroo. Come on, focus for me. There's the baby still on the rock, and there's Daddy and Mummy hopping off. There goes the baby. There's Daddy there beside the rock. There we are, all stocked up with fat cake once more. That should keep the fairy wrens happy for a few months now. Now Fantasy, our white crepe myrtle, is now out in flower, and it's the 7th of December, and it is just alive with bees. There are so many bees, and I'm hoping you can hear that marvellous buzz. So each week I'll take out the old fat cake and put the new chunk in. Sometimes the fat cake will last longer than a week in the cage. Toss the old fat cake down on the ground for the larger birds, or the lizards like to eat it too. So it disappears pretty quickly once it's out of the cage. So this is a little fairy wren, a little girl fairy wren. The girls are just a dull brown, and the boys have to be spectacular to attract the girls. Here's a little girl coming in for some fat cake. That's so sweet. Two little girls. Now an immature male is also brown and only develops a few blue feathers as he gets older, and only a male that is 4 years old will keep his blue feathers for the whole year. The younger males will revert to their brown plumage throughout the rest of the year, and only in breeding season will they turn blue. Thanks for joining me today, and if you like our content, please like and subscribe, as it'll really help out our YouTube channel. See you next time.